Hi, I'm Garibaldi FM and welcome to episode 26 of my nomadic career. So I've only got a month left on my contract at Sligo Rovers, and having won the league this year, I'm going to move on. So I applied for a few jobs. As you can see, I've been offered a few. So we've obviously got Partizan Belgrade there have offered me a job. Victoria Plzeň in the Czech League I've applied for, and also Inter Turku in the Finnish League. I did apply for Shakhtar in Ukraine but didn't get that one, and Lokomotiv Moscow in Russia. Lokomotiv did offer me the job and I was very, very close to taking that one. I did quite fancy that, must admit, but I was kind of drawn towards Partizan as well, and to a lesser extent Victoria Plzeň. Yeah, I think I'll go for Partizan. Obviously, Colchester and Bristol Rovers have both offered me a job. I'm not going to go to either of them, so we'll walk away from them. But I think Partizan Belgrade could be an interesting one. They don't have as much money to spend or the wage budget that Lokomotiv Moscow did, but then that's part of what's attracted me. It's definitely a step up from where I've been so far in the first two jobs, but it's not such a massive step up because I want to try and visit a lot of countries that I've not managed in before. I have actually done one season in Russia once on like FM10 or something like that, maybe. I've never been in Serbia that I can remember. So that's an extra draw for Partizan. Also, if you go to Russia, then that's a relatively big league. It's probably like in the top 10 or so. So then you kind of you limit yourself to where you might go after that, maybe, without then not becoming too unrealistic, because you're not likely to go from the Spanish league to the Icelandic league, for example, are you? Or from the Russian league to, I don't know, the Northern Irish league or something. So by keeping it a little bit lower earlier on, perhaps give myself a more sort of natural kind of progression arc there. So I think for those reasons we're going to go for Partizan Belgrade. They want me to play attacking football, which is fine. Happy to do that. Make the most of set pieces. As long as they've got the players that can do it, then we'll have a go at that. They've got a little bit of money to spend, which is good, and a bit of a wage budget. Like I say, nothing like what Lokomotiv had. They had, I think it was 30 million, and their wage budget was well over 500,000, somewhere between half and 1 million. But then that's cool. We want to win the league this year, apparently. They basically want to win the double every season by the sounds of it. They're in with a chance of winning the league. They're level with Red Star. I'm not sure why their previous manager left, actually. Okay, so he was sacked, which seems a little bit harsh considering they're joint top of the table. Okay, they lost to Radnicki on the day that he was sacked. But, okay, Partizan won their last game in Red Star Drew, so he was sacked when they were only 2 points off at the halfway stage, which does seem a little harsh. Looking like probably a 3-horse race for the title. Obviously, Red Star are right up there, they're big rivals, and Kuriki Stankom as well. With then a couple other teams perhaps not totally out of it. Are they still in the other cups or anything? Let's have a look. So they look like they're in the cup, the Serbian Cup quarter-final, so that's good. Got a chance of doing something there. Are they out of Europe then? Europa Conference. Yeah, they lost to Stade Rennais in the Europa Conference. That's perhaps another reason why he got the sack, because they didn't do so well in Europe as they would have liked. Okay. Well, I think we'll go for that one. So let's accept and see what kind of squad we've got. We'll just accept everything that they go for. So they want to give me, well, they say a 2-year contract. Really, it's just over 18 months, but that's fine, because I think 18 months is roughly what I'd probably be looking to do, unless I think I've got a chance of doing something in perhaps the Europa Conference or something like that, maybe. But I don't know. We'd hope that we wouldn't be in the Europa Conference, to be fair. We'd want to be qualifying for the Champions League by winning the league. So yeah, I think 18 months is probably what we'll be looking to do. So, professional Serbian club. They famously lifted the Serbian Cup last year, by the looks of it. Enjoyed their greatest era in the 2010s. So they've won a lot of Serbian Super Leagues. It's a league that only came into effect in the early 90s when Yugoslavia broke up, so that's why they haven't won anything before 93. Okay, so there we are. They won lots of Yugoslav First League, so that's what preceded the Jelen Superliga. This is the Serbian Cup. I guess this might be the Yugoslav Cup, yeah. And I've no idea what the Mitropa Cup is, but they won that once as well. So we're predicted to come second in the league, and we've got a 32,000 capacity stadium and really good facilities, youth facilities and everything. So that's good. We might have some good young players perhaps in the squad that we can promote into the team. We'll have a look at that in a moment. Someone's got, we'll delay that. He doesn't look amazing, so we'll think about that a little bit down the line. They want me to win both we'll accept that, because we're in with a chance of winning both, so we won't disagree with that. We'll come and look at the tactics. Actually, let's have a little look at tactics. They think we've got a team that could play tiki-taka. Okay, tiki-taka we might go for. Actually, let's have a look. So we've got a couple of good right backs by the looks of it. Good forward, midfielders, some good defenders. Could do with a goalie maybe. Okay. What might we want to do? Let's go. We might want to, so we can easily play a flat back four, play him at left back probably. We've got two central midfielders, attacking midfielder, striker. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe like a flat back four, couple of central midfielders, then we've got attacking right, attacking centre, maybe an attacking left there. Perhaps we need to bring in an attacking left midfielder, because we've only got one striker that stands out, and in fact he's injured for 2 months. That's a shame, because he's the top scorer on 10 goals. We might go, yeah, 4-2-3-1 I'm thinking then, at least until that Umar Sadiq gets back from injury. So that could be our formation. 4-2-3-1. So we'll say we'll go for that. We'll just do a quick pick for a minute. What kind of squad? So okay, there's a foreigner limit. Looks like we've only got a couple of foreigners. We're allowed to play 4. Okay, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Let's have a little look in the reserve team. They've got a B team as well. Okay, there's a decent potential right winger there. Dejan Rodic. We might actually promote him. Currently operating at a super. I think we'll put him in the squad. Alright, you can come out of the reserves and come into the full squad, mate. Yeah. Not necessarily going to play him all the time, but I could see him getting games here and there. Oh, striker there who could be good, a little bit further away from the team maybe. Currently operating at Super League level. What? How good was my main striker at the moment? Okay, he's not as good as Marko Merkic by the looks of it. And what about in the reserves? Okay, nothing in the reserves. So obviously everyone's in the B team then. Okay. Well, we'll just promote that one. Right, well, we will come off camera for a bit. I'll have a little look around, do some scouting and stuff. And then how long have we got till our first game? 6 days. So yeah, we'll pick up with the first game, see how we go. Okay, so see you in a moment. Okay, so we're ready for the first game now. There's a few players that we're trying to sign. None of them are gone over the line yet, so we'll look at them as and when that happens. But yeah, on to the first game now. We have Spartak Vlatibor Voda, who are down in 15th. So you'd hope that we'd win that because there's only 16 teams in the league as well. So they're not totally adrift, but they're right down there. So let's go. We've gone for a 4-2-3-1, as you can see. We're not far off full strength. There's obviously we're missing our main striker through injury, and we had a left back who's injured for a couple of weeks as well. Although he's kind of similar to the player that we were going to have. What's going on here? We've got a penalty. Markovic scores, and that is Lazar Markovic, the Liverpool flop from 5-6 years ago, something like that. 2015 was it? So yeah, he's my right winger. A little bit older now, he's like 29 or so, I think, in the game. But he's decent enough for this level. Off the post, not quite. Markovic, I'll have a look at him in a minute. We're doing lots of attacking here. Oh, come on, that's another goal. Well, we're certainly making the most of set pieces here, so that will please the board. That was one of our objectives, attacking football, make the most of set pieces. Well, we've got 2 goals from set pieces in the first 15 minutes, so I'd say that's good. Markovic, he's 29. So yeah, decent player for this level. We do now. We get another. Sprays it out. Markovic, what's he going to do? Crosses it. Ooh, nearly. Still extremely comprehensive here at the moment. How's the league table looking? So, Red Star aren't playing today, so this would move us 3 points clear with a win. They would have a game in hand though. Could put the pressure on them. We're just over halfway in this league. Passing move here. Out. This is it. No. Markovic. Oh, Lazar Markovic scores. Second of the game. So yeah, it's a 16-team league. So I'm assuming, I don't know actually. I have to check whether there's some kind of promotion group, relegation group or not, or whether it's just a straight 30-game season. But anyway, we're 4-0 up here, so we're flying through this game. Kind of looks like with the two different colours there might be more than 30 games, perhaps there's 37. We play everyone again once maybe in our half, but we'll have a look at that in a bit. But we're playing some lovely football here, admittedly at home to one of the worst teams in the league. Just passing it around beautifully. They can't get close to us. Now we're into the box. Another shot. Puchin would have had a good goal there. Markovic crosses it in. So yeah, the players I'm trying to sign at the moment, they've all been just Serbian players because we're not allowed too many foreigners. And let's have a look at this free kick. Oh, what a strike! There's our Pavlovic. Yeah, so we're not allowed a lot of foreigners, so don't want to get too many of them. And yeah, just so I've just gone into the Serbian national squad and under 21s and just scouted a few players from them. So yeah, we'll see what we come out with. But we'll swap a few players around now. Oh, they've just got one back, 5-1. Oh, the VAR looks like it's disallowed it, that's good. So yeah, we're just going to give a few players a bit of match experience. Rest a few as well, just try some different players out, same as this one's in the bag. It's really boosting our goal difference as well, because we were 6 behind Red Star on goal difference, and already this has cut that down to 1. Okay, they might win their game in hand and extend that a bit, but they're probably unlikely to win it by 5. Unless we might even get another. No. Let's push on actually, let's just go all out for the last 5 minutes. See if we can get a 6th. Doesn't look like it. Okay, well that's the end of this one. We will play one more in this episode because that was the first game we've played in this episode. We'll pick up with a game against one of the higher league teams a little bit later on. So see you in a moment. Okay, so this will be our second game for this episode. We're about to play Zlatibor, who are kind of lower mid-table kind of area. We've gone top because we've won all 3 of our games since I've taken over, 5-0, 2-0 and 3-0. Not against anyone particularly great, but Red Star have won 2 and drawn 1. So they have slipped to 2 points behind us, so that's good. We've also agreed to bring in a few players. So we're going to be bringing in a couple of midfielders and a forward. So we'll just take a quick look at them before we play the game. Bojan Milovenkovic, young striker in the under-21s for Serbia. Got good first touch and balance. Probably not as good as Umar Sadiq, but should provide good competition to be his backup. Sadiq will be back because this is our last game for a couple of months before the mid-season break as well. We've got Dario Grugic, maybe, another under-21 Serbian player. He should probably be battling to get in the team, I'd have thought. So he's come from the team that are 4th in the league, so weaken them a little bit as well. And then another Serbian under-21 international, Mirko Topic. And again, should be in the reckoning to get in the team. So yeah, certainly strengthening the squad / the team there. So that's good. There's a good chance we might lose our best right back, in fact, possibly our best player, because he's got a release clause of 2.7 million on his contract for foreign clubs, or no, in fact, for any clubs. And he won't sign another contract with me, so he's worth 3.7. There are teams after him, so I think he's gone. This will probably be his last game. There's a couple others that we might be struggling to keep because of the sort of similar kind of things, but we'll see what happens with them as and when it happens. So yeah, we've got a good chance of winning this one, you'd hope, and going top of the, or maintaining top of the league going into the mid-season break. Then yeah, obviously we'll then skip on through the mid-season break and pick up the other side of it. We've been doing well. Lazar Markovic has been scoring a reasonable number of goals for us, but he's on the bench here because he picked up an injury last match and isn't quite 100%. And we're off and running here already. 10 minutes in. Chip up. That's good, making the most of the set pieces. That will please the board. So good fast start there. Now what can we do? Our Spanish midfielder there, Exposito. He's one of the couple of foreigners in the team. We have got room for we could try and bring in a foreigner or two if we wanted, but we'll see. Good little near post header there from Marko Mirkic. And this looks like it's going to be a pretty routine win for us, hopefully. Good cross. Good header, beat the keeper at the near post. Two attempts, 2 on target, 2 goals. So, I mean, this isn't the hardest game we're going to have all season by any means. They're only 12th out of 16 and we're at home, so you'd expect us to win this one quite comfortably. But we've got to go and do it, and we are doing it, so that's good. Not creating loads of chances though. And that's our third shot, and the first one that didn't go in. But half time, 2-0 up. Again, we'll make some subs in a bit. I mean, not in terms of trying to rest anyone because we haven't got a game now for a couple of months. There we are, Mirkic has got a second. More just to see what some other players can do a little bit. So we'll make a couple of, we'll probably make 3 changes now, why not? Milivojevic looks a bit tired, so we'll take him off. We haven't given Vujovic a game since we've come in, so let's bring him on. And Filovic has just come back from injury, so we'll bring him on for the right back because it might be the right back to last game, so you can get a little cheer from the fans as he goes off. There he is, swings the ball in. He could have got an assist with his last touch there, possibly. Kushin was playing left back at the beginning of this game. He's more comfortable as a right back, so if we do lose Radomovac, it's obviously not ideal because he's a very good player, and we wouldn't be getting a great deal of money for him either. But we do have another right back who can come in, and then Filovic can take over at left back, so it would weaken us a bit, but hopefully nothing too detrimental. Okay, just cut off the last couple of minutes there of that game. It finished 3-0, so we didn't miss out on any action. Red Star won as well, so still 2 points clear, and FC Vodvac got a win as well, so they're not too far back. Since we've taken over, Kukari Stankom have dropped out of the reckoning completely because they were close behind, but they've had an awful run. So they've only won, well, they won that game, but they lost the 3 before, so they've kind of dropped out completely. Although having said that, the middle 2 teams there, the FK Vodvac and Vodvina, they're both actually quite high in the league, so they were 2 tough games. As you can see, they were 3rd and 4th, so perhaps understandable that they lost them. But anyway, yeah, looks like me against Red Star for the league, so we will pick up in a couple of months after the mid-season break. So first match back in the league is the 15th of February, so we may go for that one, or we might play a couple more. And in fact, that FK Vodvanak, Vod, yeah, however you say that one, could be the interesting one there actually, because they're quite high up. So we might pick up with that one at the end of February. So yeah, we'll pick up then, see if we manage to sign any more players. Also, if we manage to keep those ones that are getting a bit of interest with a release clause that we won't be able to do anything about. So catch you next time.